This is the future.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Warframe video. Before anything else, I would like to remind you that there's an ongoing platinum giveaway in our Discord server. Simply check out the link to our Discord server in the video description below. Once there, simply go to the giveaway channel to join the platinum giveaway. This is open to all platforms, and I'll be announcing the winner on this channel soon. Good luck to all of you, and now let's dive into the video. So, the topic for today is all about endo farming. I will be detailing all the endo farming method, beginning from the most newbie-friendly method to the best endo farming method in Warframe this year. Take note that this might change after the Dante Unbound update if there will be abundance in endo in the new missions. If so, then I will just give you an update, but for now, here are the best methods you can do to farm the most important resource to fully upgrade your mods. First of all, let's discuss open world areas in the excavation mission on Pluto called Hierarchon. While this is not exactly newbie friendly, as you will still need to progress through the normal star chart, still, these are the best ways to farm endo fast and upgrade the necessary mods you need for progression. The excavation mission in Pluto gives you a chance to earn endo after defending one excavator and then extracting. However, the reward pool is dominated by credit rewards though, and you might want to add a credit booster if you have one so you can at least gain 25,000 credits or more if endo rewards are not present. In the very early stages, all I did was defend one excavator with my trusty limbo, extract, and then repeat the whole process. It would take time though, as it only rewards you 400 endo per run, and it's not a guaranteed endo reward all the time. On the other hand, you can also farm the Cambion Drift level 40 to 60 bounty mission to possibly get 1,000 endo as a reward on stage 1 of the bounty. So the method is really simple, and all you need to do is load into the Cambion Drift, then select the level 40 to 60 bounty mission. After that, go finish the first stage of the bounty, then run to the next objective. Once in the area, simply go as far as you can from the area objective to abandon the whole bounty mission, and go back to Mother again to begin another level 40 to 60 bounty. Rinse and repeat the process until you have the amount of endo that you need, but again, be warned that the 1,000 endo is not only the reward in this bounty mission, as it's diluted with other loot such as Saku's parts. Now, the first 3 missions are basically for those players who are progressing through the game and need a quick way to gain some endo to upgrade their progression mods. One of the best methods of farming endo is when you unlock the Vodianoi Arena in Sedna, wherein you can farm as much as 2,000 or more endo per 3-minute run. This is a unique game mode wherein you need to compete against special Grineer units. The goal is to have more kills than the enemies, and each of the enemies slain has a chance to drop endo. By the way, mod drop chance booster does affect endo drop from enemies, and you can use it in the arena to get more endo per run from killing enemies. In most cases, you can do this with a group of Necros, Hydroid, and Nidus. For Nidus, all you need is range with max efficiency and low duration to constantly pull enemies in a spot using his larva ability. Necros will activate their Desecrate, and Hydroid will activate his Pilfering Swarm in the location wherein enemies are grouped by Nidus. Keep killing enemies and let it rain endo. The good thing about this method is with a dedicated team, this is better compared to the first few endo farming methods I have included, as every enemy has a chance to drop just endo, and it's not diluted with any other rewards. But right now, I don't know if there are still players doing the arena endo farm, as once you progress deeper into the game, you will learn that there are these things called endo loot cave, which gives you an abundant amount of these resources that you won't need to farm for it anymore. You can passively farm endo in Warframe right now, and at this point of the video, I will show you the best of the best endo farming methods in the game, beginning with the Railjack mission. I know many of you just cringe, as Railjack has a bad reputation in the Warframe community. The whole Railjack system is not that bad, it just needs a few fixes to be playable. The main issue with the Railjack system is that every mission is tedious, and players who expect an epic space battle will be disappointed. Honestly, I was expecting Railjack to be space battles only wherein you use your ship to destroy enemy ships, and the Arcwings in the game will be more useful, as I thought that Digital Extremes would tailor it to an epic space war. However, I was wrong, and it was horrible at launch. I'm just glad they somehow reduced the grind and made the Railjack still relevant by allowing us to convert Railjack parts into endo. If you want to farm endo in this game, I highly advise doing the skirmish missions only, as your Railjack parts are only awarded from destroying ships and as a reward at the end of the mission. If you are lucky enough to get a team, then you can farm a lot of endo by doing the Void skirmish missions by converting all those Railjack parts into the resource. Also, there are available Void Storm skirmish missions, then I highly advise you do those, as you will not just get guaranteed endo per run, but you will also get corrupted whole keys, tons of credits, relics, and other Railjack mods and resources that you can use for your progression. The addition of Void Storm mission makes the Railjack system a great place to farm endo and more. That is if you care to do some Railjack mission. After Railjack, you will get another upgrade of the best endo farming in Warframe, and that is the Zeraman bounty mission, which is by far my favorite endo farming method in this list. As a new player, there will be lots of things to do before you reach the Zeraman 10-0, but I assure you it's well worth it, as it doesn't just give you endo, but it's also one of the best weekly platinum farm in the game. After completing the Angels of Zariman, you can gain access to the Zariman bounty, which you can access through the NPC named Quinn. He will give you this bounty, and for starters, this is one of the most played missions in Warframe right now. This means that you can play the game in public matches and expect that there are players also doing the mission. However, not all Zariman missions tend to be crowded by players. People are doing this mission for two main reasons, and these are to farm Endo and exhaust their daily Zariman standings. Every day you can earn as much as 30,000 standings, and you can use this to increase the rank of your Zariman syndicate until you reach the point that you can buy Molt Augmented Arcane, which you can stack and then sell the max rank of it to other players for platinum. While farming for standings, you can also gain as much as 4,000 Endo at the end of the run. However, it's diluted with other rewards, which is why most players will only do Zariman missions which can be speed run easily. The Exterminate mission is the best here, especially if it only has side objectives of activating a certain amount of Loke surges or finishing the mission at the required time limit. This type of Zariman bounty is easily the best Endo farm, and you can farm more than just Endo, but also other stuff like Aya that you can exchange for Prime Resurgence relics. Aside from all of these benefits, you can also get Void Gel that is very handy for subsuming most of the best Helminth and subsume builds in Warframe. Overall, I highly suggest that you aim to unlock the Zariman bounty mission, as it's one of the best activities that are easy to do and rewarding in Warframe. And lastly, let's talk about Steel Path levels. If you are doing constant Steel Path levels in the game to try out all your builds, then you will be earning Endo passively. This is because the Steel Path missions have increased mod drop chance that increases the chance of enemies dropping Endo. Moreover, mods drop frequently in Steel Path missions, and you can always turn all those duplicate mods to Endo. Then the Steel Path honors sometimes will have 30,000 Endo in Tashen's shop that you can purchase if you have enough Steel Essence. In addition, the Steel Path version of the arena will be unlocked, and you can farm it by then whether going with a team or solo with a Strangled Dome Korra build paired with the reliable Glaive Prime. What you need to do is build Korra for maximum range and duration, then cast her Strangled Dome in an area and kill everything with the explosive Glaive Prime attack. The best part about this is with the Archon mod system, you can put extra duration in your Korra to counter the minus duration modifier of the arena. However, when you are at Steel Path levels, you won't worry about Endo, and this is the time you'll be upgrading most of your Steel Path mods to max levels such as Prime mods, Galvanized mods, and Corrupted mods. I bet that you won't be doing any arena runs for farming Endo, as the Steel Path levels will suffice, and it does give you other stuff such as resources and Steel Essence compared to the arena farm wherein you only get Endo from enemies. There are other methods to gain Endo, just like simply doing the weekly tasks such as sorties, Archon hunts, or even the Ayatan sculpture hunting, which you can access through the Maruz Bazaar. In sortie missions, you have a chance to gain 4,000 Endo after completing all 3 stages, while in the Archon hunts, you can gain as much as 8,000 Endo. These 2 weekly missions can also give you a legendary core which you can consume to max rank any mods that you like without the cost of credits in Endo. But then again, these missions are weekly and they rely heavily on chance. Most of the methods I have shown also relies on chance, but sortie and Archon hunts are way worse, and it's unreliable when it comes to getting Endo. I would also suggest the Ayatan hunting method, but all of these stuff will be obsolete after you unlock the Zariman bounty mission. One last tip I can give is that if you really want to max rank your mods fast, then the only way to do it is by spending platinum. I am not suggesting that you buy platinum with your credit card, but you can start earning platinum as soon as you unlock the Void Fisher mission. The post-New War content has the Archon mods, which you can purchase from the vendor once you have enough stock from the Calls Garrison mission. You can sell these to other players in exchange for platinum, along with the prime parts you have gathered from farming Void Fisher missions. There are other items sellable to other players right now. For example, conservation missions in open world areas can give you a decent amount of platinum quickly. You just finish any conservation mission or do other things that will give you open world standings. After you have enough standings, simply purchase some bond mods for companions and sell them to other players. These mods are hot in the market right now, along with prime mods, Galvanized, Corrupted, and Archon mods. Also, once you unlock the Zariman bounty mission, you can sell a max rank of Molt Augmented every week, which sold for about 140 to 150 platinum right now. After that, you buy a legendary core, which sells for 120 to 130 platinum. Now, this is only if you don't have the patience anymore to max out all the primed, Archon, Corrupted, and Galvanized mods you have in your loadout. This is the easiest path, but it would require you to progress in the Angels of Zariman content, so you still need to grind for a bit before you can get to this point. Anyway, one best advice that I always give to new players is to always progress through the star chart levels and unlock all the nodes. By then, you will gain access to missions which makes farming easier, just like the Zariman bounty missions for Endo farming. So I hope this Endo farm progression guide will help you in maxing out all the needed mods in your arsenal. Again, if the Dante Unbound update will make some changes on the current Endo farm, or it will add another mission which will yield more Endo compared to the ones I shared in here, then rest assured that I will give you an update as soon as possible. One last thing before you leave, please don't forget to subscribe and like this video to help us with the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in my next video.
This
Squad Leader
is the
signing
future.
off.